Today on 10 Minute IT Jams, we're joined by Alexey Pinchuk, who's the Chief Business Development Officer at SearchInform. SearchInform is a leading risk management product developer, and Alexey joins us today to discuss the role the company plays in helping organizations manage risk and provide better security outcomes. Thanks for joining us today, Alex, and welcome to the Jam.
Thank you. Hello.
So just to start off, Alex, can you give us a little bit of an overview of who SearchInform is and what you guys do?
Yeah, sure. Our company operates in the field of information security for over a quarter of a century. We protect our clients' data from internal threats and basically the insiders. There's a lot of risks that any business faces. Due to the study of the Ponemon Institute, there has been a huge increase in logging credential theft since 2020. It has almost doubled. So we are thinking of a way to help the companies to protect this kind of data and secure their most sensitive information. That's basically the goal that we're looking at.
Fantastic. And I'm just looking back at the last 2 years. How do you see the modern workflow and how does this impact information security?
Well, there's a global trend to going more and more digital. We all understand that the amount of data is growing exponentially. Unfortunately, the more data we generate, the more leakages are happening on a daily basis. We also see that the situation is changing. More and more countries are creating data protection legislation. We see that Europe has an approach to general data protection legislation. A good example is KVKK in Turkey and personal data protection bill in India. And you would definitely know the Australia's Privacy Act. These days, globally, around 20 countries have already adopted this kind of legislation, and more countries are going the same way. Human factor, negligence, and the itch for illicit profit are something that is the key to this leakages. The successful phishing attacks show that the result of it is a simple carelessness of the employees. If the employers don't pay attention to these facts and don't educate the employees, leakages keep happening, mostly because in the end, apart from their own intent, a lot of these issues happen due to simple carelessness.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously with cloud infrastructure continuing to grow very rapidly, what's your solution for ensuring data protection and safety of business processes?
I totally agree with you. The fact that a lot of companies have recently shifted to remote work and working from home, it pushed the companies to use cloud services more and more actively. I would like to point out that the information security field has traditionally been very, let's say, conservative. The companies never wanted to wash out the security perimeter, and quite the opposite. They usually tried to put an effort to lock down the security perimeter inside and to keep all the most sensitive information relating to the companies inside their own premises. But modern challenges have pushed the companies to go cloud and to go remote. Therefore, there's also a trend to shift to remote A good thing about it is that the activities and the workflows of these cloud service providers have been heavily regulated in most of the companies. Therefore, the service providers may make a huge attempt to keep all the information well protected from both DDoS attacks and leakages. Therefore, it's up to the companies to decide whether to keep their solutions on-premise or to shift on cloud. When we talk about our solutions in particular, I should mention that it's up to our clients to decide whether to keep the solution on-premise, whether to go and use some private cloud or our cloud in particular, or whether to use one of the public clouds such as Microsoft Azure, which we have a deep integration with recently.
Yeah, and just expanding a little bit more on that, how do you distribute and deploy your system?
When we talk about distribution, I should mention that apart from direct sales, we are building up a partner network across the globe, and we also use the help of integrators and distributors. As we talk about deployment and integration, our flagship solution is what we call the Risk Monitor. It consists of two basic parts, the agent sitting at the workstations and the server side. As I mentioned, the agent has to be deployed on each workstation in the company. The server side can be deployed, as we mentioned before, either on premise or in cloud. After the data is collected by the agent, it's later on being sent for processing to the server side of the solution, which automatically processes and searches for breaches or information security incidents and automatically notifies the information security service about them.
Yeah, awesome. And what are the benefits of working with your solution for locals in different regions across the APAC market?
Basically, there's no big difference. We're not, let's say, making a difference between our approach to APAC market or anywhere else globally. We have a totally unanimous approach to building up our service and to sales of our products across the globe. We are in deep contact with our clients, and the big difference that we make is that the roadmap of our solution is being built based on the real cases and real requests from our clients. These days, we have a roadmap for about 2 or 2.5 years ahead, which is absolutely based on the requests of our clients and which makes our solution again, based on the requests of the clients, which can be extraordinary, in some cases very complicated, but the results are really great because these requests come from practice. We are proudly mentioning that our solutions are completely internally developed, starting from the core of our solutions, ending up with the front end. We are developing everything in-house. Another big difference we are making is that the solutions that we propose to our clients are module-based. Therefore, the final configuration of the solution can be decided by the client himself. The philosophy of the company is to build a holistic approach to internal security of the company and to give a complete tool set in the hands of a client, which would help to protect him from all the possible information security threats.
Absolutely, that's great news for enterprises. What kind of goals can be achieved with the help of your experts and instruments?
Well, as I mentioned before, we are mainly focusing on insider threat management. Therefore, our main goal is definitely information protection. But apart from securing the pathways of data sharing, we're also incorporating in the risk management philosophy a number of instruments that could help to also do compliance to existing legislation, maintain high level of workflow and standards of productivity, control user behavior analytics, do time tracking and performance evaluation. We also allow for automatic software and hardware audit, make sure we comply with our standards of business continuity, and we also handle the investigation instruments into the hands of our clients. Therefore, the thought is we want to give you a complete tool set which would allow to do everything in-house, starting from monitoring, ending up with investigation in case when information security incidents happen.
That's great. And just to finish off, how can people get in touch with SearchInform to inquire about some of these solutions?
Basically, it's pretty simple. You can always go online. Our website is SearchInform.com. Whenever you want to place an order instantly, you can drop an email to order@SearchInform.com.
Well, fantastic. Again, thanks so much for joining us today, Alex, and we look forward to hearing more developments from SearchInform in the future.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.